All right, well, here to share more about season 3 and what we can expect from the finale is Lara Silva, the amazing woman behind the character of Eden. Lara, I'm so happy to be talking with you today. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Ashley. It's always good to talk to you. So thank you
Yes,
for having me.
of course, of course. I know you're busy, girl, so thank you for fitting us in. All right,
No
well,
problem.
let's get into it. Season 3 has been full of Eden, and I've loved every second of it. What has it been like for you watching the episodes as they've come out and then seeing the fans' reactions?
Wow. It has been overwhelming in the best way
Mm.
because we worked so hard on season 3 and the storyline. I've just never seen anything done
Mhm.
like it, especially a faith-based show, the storyline for Eden, especially. And the fans, the women that have poured their stories into the world and to share,
Yeah.
and what they went through and their struggles, and hearing that Eden has kind of shed light on this topic and these situations, and it's
Yeah.
just been incredible and life changing, and yeah, it's so great.
Yeah, it really has been. And like I said, I've been a Simon and Eden fan from day one. And the season has been a little rocky for them. And just to let everyone know, if you haven't seen the episodes, we are going to spoil some things. So stop watching if you
Yeah.
haven't seen it. But yeah, so talk a little bit about where Simon and Eden have been. And what was that like for you acting with Shahar Isaac, who plays Peter?
Yes. So, the what Simon and Eden, we start season 3 with just this joy, that
Hmm.
he's returned from all of his travels, and we're both so excited. And we realize, okay, we want to start a family, and that was just so sweet. And
Hmm.
Shahar is such an incredible actor and human being, and so giving, and so it's a gift. Everything that he's able to bring just makes my job easier.
Wow.
And yeah, but however, the honeymoon kind of fizzles out as Jesus does what he does best, and is asking for more, and he's
Yeah.
asking for, this is a critical time, and there's a lot of work still to be done, so he sends them out again. He sends the disciples out, and I think that it's just so relatable how Eden is feeling,
Yeah.
because still, it's just life, and that's,
Hmm.
work calls, and duties call, and so we have to go and do what God sends us to go do. And so she struggles, and then, while Simon is away, we can spoil, right?
Yeah,
So
definitely. Yeah.
hey, she goes through a miscarriage.
Yeah.
Her mom is there, but she just feels, it's so heartbreaking. So having Simon there, that was really hard. So when he does come back, and then that poor reentry, as we all saw, where he's just, so excited about what's going on, and he wants the guys all back, and he wants bread and all these things. And so as a wife, we're like trying to, okay, like there's going to be a good time, hopefully, to tell him, maybe not right now.
Mm.
And so you're trying to be the loving, caring person for him and his excitement and all of that. But at the same time, she's, silently suffering
Yeah.
while everyone is just,
Mm.
having a great
Yeah, living out their lives. Yeah. Well, I wanted to talk to you about that specifically, that you had this opportunity to portray the pain of miscarriage on screen, which is obviously a tragedy that so many women have walked through. What was that like for you first when you read the script? Like, what was your reaction to that?
My reaction immediately, as I was reading, episodes 1 through 4, and I was like, wow, this is, there's a lot happening here. And then I read episode 5, the beginning, teaser episode, and
Mm.
I was just in tears. And it made me think of my family members and friends that had gone through it,
Yeah.
because I personally hadn't gone through it, but I was just, I was so sad, because so many women do go through it. But at the same time, I was like, wow, go our writers in Dallas, and our incredible team for having the, just honestly, the to being led to write that in, because it's not talked about
Yeah.
a lot.
Definitely.
And for women to kind of see that, and have somewhere that they can relate to.
Yeah.
That was really painful to read, and it was also painful to prepare for, because would I would reach back. I reached back out to some of my family and friends to really talk to them more about it, and then it made me realize that, when we hear about it, um, we don't know how to really, I guess, be there
Yeah.
for them. We think we are, but they're still kind of going through their own journey alone, because everybody kind of does move on.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's, it made me realize, like, wow, how do we as women, and just, just human beings in general, how can we be there for them continually,
Yeah.
just by showing support and making sure
Definitely.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, Lara, what were some of the reactions you've gotten since that opening scene in episode 5? And again, spoiler alert that this is when she's losing the baby, right? Yeah.
Yes.
What were some of the reactions?
Oh my goodness. They were some of them were incredibly heartbreaking, because women were coming forward and feeling courage to share their stories. And even on social media, they would write, they were writing their own experiences of their miscarriages, and then, how God kind of was there for them, and how much growth they had in the pain and suffering, and how much closer they were brought to their faith because of their miscarriage. And then later on, maybe that they did conceive, and just how incredible that was. So the stories really that were shared, and women coming together and really just being there for each other, and then just getting to see how I was able to kind of shed light on that, and the response. I was really nervous, honestly, because it's just nerve-wracking to do, to play that story. And the women were so supportive, and they made me feel like good about, I guess, our, the work that we were able to portray, and to tell the story.
Definitely. And that's one of the things that I absolutely love about, number one, The Chosen, but also season 3, how it just went deeper into the storylines of these women, Eden and Tamar, and even Mary. And actually Mary kind of went deeper a little bit into her story in season 2. But that's one of the things that I love about The Chosen, because a lot of these biblical portrayals don't do that. They don't focus on the women who were surrounding Jesus. And we often forget about Peter's wife. It's mentioned in the New Testament, but we don't know much about her. Why do you think it's so important and just critical and crucial that The Chosen is doing that? They're doing something different. They are diving deeper into these storylines of the women who were surrounding Jesus while he was doing his ministry on earth.
Absolutely. It's so important for the women to really feel seen and heard. And like you said, even though Eden, we don't even know if that was her name, right? Simon Peter's wife in real life. However, but we know that she existed. So for the writers to come in and just write real life experiences and things, and plausible things, and because just representation matters so much. The women's struggles that we uniquely go through, like, for instance, Eden and miscarrying, and giving a voice and a light to that, so that women can feel seen and heard. And to also really I think it's just showing people and helping to teach people how to really be there for each other in the most loving, open way, not judging them or not making them feel guilty, because so many women felt so guilty and just traumatized from miscarrying. And so it means everything for us to write that in, because it's real life.
Yes.
That matters.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we leave, I think it's episode 6, right? Because we have 7 and 8 that's coming out in theaters, which is very exciting. I can't wait to see it on the big screen. Episode 6 of season 3, we are left in this scene where Eden is comforting Simon Peter after sharing the news that she actually was pregnant, but then lost the baby. Where is their relationship at right now between Simon Peter and Eden? What can you share with us?
Right now, episode 6 ends where Eden does finally tell Simon what happened and why she didn't speak sooner. Because I know that was a huge debate as to, why isn't she telling him? And so when she finally does, she's then left comforting him. And so Simon, he's pretty upset with Jesus because he's the Messiah and he is going around healing all of these people and, even, bringing little Nilly to life. And meanwhile, how could he have allowed, his baby to not live? And that is real. It's real life. Yep. These are real questions that people are faced with all the time where, why is one person getting their miracle and I'm not, and I'm here waiting. But I think that as we continue and we watch the rest of the episodes, there will be, or there may not be, a resolution, and that's okay. Wow. I think that there is so much to learn still in the waiting and in finding peace in that. Wow. But yeah, episode 7 and 8, it is definitely to be experienced on the big screen. I will say that, and we're gonna definitely see where Simon and Eden, if they get things resolved. Does Jesus come to them and explain himself? We don't know. I don't think Jesus ever has to explain himself. We're the ones that have to really find and grow in that spiritual maturity, and knowing we'll always know what's best for us. Yeah, and as Christians, I think we really need to always just praise God, even when someone else receives a miracle and we don't. We don't know what they need, and where that's going. So yeah, that's so true. Well, last question, Lara. What has God been teaching you through the production and watching back season 3? Oh goodness, everything that we really talked about, right? Which is I've just been learning the waiting and the anxiety that you feel in that waiting period, that I am growing so much more in the struggle and in that waiting period of, where is that breakthrough, or where is my miracle, or even for a family member or friend. And the lessons that I'm learning to really, that's where we grow in our faith. And seeing the responses to season 3, and people sharing their stories and their personal experiences with the show and in, their life, that is just helping me be able to really grow in my faith, and then to have this platform to be able to speak about it. And I'm still figuring all of that out. And I know that God is working through me and in me and preparing me for all of that. Yes. So I love it. I love it. Lara, thank you so much. I mean, honestly, I could talk to you for hours, but unfortunately we can't. But I know. I just wanted to say thank you again so much for being with us today. God bless you and everything that you're doing with The Chosen, outside of The Chosen. So proud of you. I'm like in your corner, girl. And hopefully we get to see each other again soon, again on set for the future seasons. I'm very excited for that. I hope so too. We'll hopefully see each other again soon for season 4.
Yes, very excited, very excited. Thanks, Lara. All right, guys. Well, the season 3 finale is almost here, and you can visit fathomevents.com to get your tickets now to watch episodes 7 and 8, the grand finale of season 3 on the big screen. And be sure to go see all episodes. Like I said, episodes 7 and 8 this Thursday and Friday at a theater near you. Hey everyone, I'm Ashley Key. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so we can reach more people with encouraging content like you just watched, and so you never miss a beat. See you next time, and God bless.